Szanowni, znajdujemy się na targach Intertabak na stoisku AGANORSA Leaf. Razem ze mną jest Fabien.
Hello, hello.
That's a pleasure to meet you.
Welcome to AGANORSA. We are the largest grower of tobacco in Nicaragua. The largest.
The largest one.
The largest one. In the tobacco industry, we're the number 2, but only talk about Nicaragua, we're number 1. Number 1, right? So that's why we flex. Number 1. Okay, we have very, very earthy, very spicy cigars, but very smooth cigars. So anything from, we have Connecticut, we have Maduro, and then we have Corojo. The Corojo are all the tobaccos from our farm. So if you buy any AGANORSA Corojo cigars, it's 100% Nicaraguan Puro. You gotta like Nicaragua.
Wonderful.
Yes.
So, AGANORSA was released in Poland November last year.
Yes.
And with the help of your distributor,
Wojciech.
connoisseur,
Yes.
Mr. Wojciech,
Yes.
the brand became pretty popular in Poland.
He's doing a pretty good
say it
job.
honestly.
Yes.
He's doing a great job.
Yes.
And recently we heard bad news about your brand. I'm really sad about what happened, that one of your pre-industries
Yes,
was destroyed.
the
by
pre-industry, one of our pre-industry buildings got burnt down. A lot of tobacco we lost. No one got hurt, so that's good. Thank God no one got hurt. But since we are the largest, we still have a whole bunch of tobacco. It's not necessarily gonna hurt us too much. A lot of tobacco that was burnt off was tobacco we were saving for later on, because every year we grow about 175 to 200,000 pounds of tobacco.
That's a lot.
Half of it we sell. We sell to Altadis, we sell to Drew Estate, we sell to Fuente, we sell to Padron. We also make other cigar lines for other people like Illusion, Warped, Viaje. We make a few Gurkhas, so we make a lot of cigars. And a lot of that tobacco was tobacco that we were gonna sell, but not tobacco we were gonna use for ourselves.
Okay.
So for us, it's not really gonna hurt too much.
But will it hurt the other brands you mentioned?
In the long run, because every year, here's, I take a step back. There's Cuban, and then there's New World.
Yes.
New World is Dominican, Nicaraguan, Honduran. In the New World region, every manufacturer does pilones. You know a pilone? A pilone, okay,
pilones.
the pilones. It's like the size of a car, right?
Yep.
Pilones of tobacco. And usually every single manufacturer, they do the pilone the same way. We do it very differently. One key ingredient, okay? And I tell you what it is. In other manufacturers, they add water to the leaf.
Yes.
Okay?
Correct.
And then they put the pilone in the leaf, and then it gets really, really hot. And then they switch, they add more water, they switch, and then 9 months, 12 months, 1 year, the tobacco is ready to be used. Okay. For us, we do the same pilone, but our process is 2 years, and we don't use any water because we think water is the enemy of tobacco. I give you an example, okay? Not to get too personal, okay? I'm kind of crazy, but not to get too personal. You take a shower every day, right? What happens in the shower? You wash the oils and the smell off your skin. What do you think happens when you put water on the tobacco and then you wring the tobacco? You have a chance of the oils with the water to go away. And when you smoke a cigar, the flavors you get are from the oils.
Yep.
So our tobacco, our pilones, they take 2 years, much lower temperature.
Okay, so what is the temperature?
The temperature is about 112 to 115 degrees.
Okay, we'll have to calculate.
Yeah,
it
that's
to Celsius.
Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit. Other companies, it's about 125 to 135. So it's about 10 degrees to 15 degrees lower.
Yep.
So same process, but the leaves, they keep the oils, so then they keep the flavors. And that's what our main thing. So in the company, in the factory that burnt down, we had pilones 2, 3, 4, 5 years that we were just aging. So it's not that one company is going to get less tobacco. Over 2 or 3 years, they may get just a little bit less. only because they get bales and bales of tobacco all the time. So, yeah.
Okay, so in the long run, it won't hurt
It won't hurt too much. No. No.
The companies you cooperate.
Yes.
Okay, so let's come back to your cigars.
Okay.
I heard about some new releases.
Yes.
Intertabac.
So we're very excited for Intertabac. We have a new release. It's actually right behind you.
Let's come here closer with the camera.
Come over here. Yes. And this is the International Supreme Leaf.
Yes.
Okay. So let me tell you a little bit about the International Supreme Leaf. In the U.S., every year we release a Supreme Leaf, but every year we have to change size, so we sell out in one day. In the European market, we can't really release new sizes all the time because you have to re-register them. So we picked two sizes that are not released in the US. One of them is a 6x50 Euro Toro, and the other one is a 5.5x54 Inter Robusto. Two sizes, only sold internationally, boxes of 10. Very earthy, very smooth. Some people say medium plus. I say medium, but very great way of smoking a cigar after a nice dinner. Really, really good.
Is it a limited release?
It's limited edition only because it's international. But the Wojciech can buy as many as he wants.
Okay.
He just has to get them. He has to arm wrestle with the Germans. Maybe the Germans get a little more or whatever. But no, they can get them. They will go fast. Beautiful box. I believe in Europe it's probably going to be between 10 and 12 euros, which is it's right in the middle. It's very good for a very special release. It's very good price.
Yeah, and then please tell us something more about Arsenio.
Okay, so Arsenio. So again, Arsenio, we released Arsenio to the U.S. market in March at the show, and we're very proud to release something Arsenio. Arsenio Ramos is the gentleman. He's the man on the picture on the band, and Arsenio Ramos. If you were to ask a lot of Cuban manufacturers and tell them Arsenio Ramos, they would all tell you, oh, he's the man. He would be like someone that everyone looks forward to, right? Worked in the tobacco industry for 65 years. 42 years, he was in charge of habanos, the pre-industry and the farming. He was doing that. And then in Cuba, they have this like weird law that when you turn 60, you have to retire. So he turned 60. Eduardo Fernandez, the owner of AGANORSA, calls him up and wishes him a happy birthday. Hey, happy birthday, congratulations. And then Arsenio goes, I still want to work. And then Eduardo goes, well, come over. So then he moves his whole family to Nicaragua. And then for the next 23 years, teaches us all the secrets that the Cubans were doing. So that's why we're known as the Cuban Nicaraguans. So we've worked for us for 23 years. Unfortunately, he passed away in 2018. But this blend right here was the cigar that he smoked. We recently, like a year and a half ago, we found his notebook. As we were cleaning stuff out in the warehouse, we found his notebook, and then we blended it, and then that's that blend. So when you're smoking that cigar, it literally is what that gentleman was smoking.
What smoked Arsenio.
And it comes in three sizes. Over here you see a Robusto and a Toro. But there's also the special Arsenio size, which is the size that he usually smokes, which is a 6x44.
That's a large.
6x44. So more like Corona or Lonsdale.
So he preferred the thinner cigars.
Yes. You will see when you interview a lot of master blenders, when they blend cigars, they usually blend in like Corona size. Because they want to try and they want to get the taste of all the tobaccos. And then once they have the blend right, they find out the proportion, and that's when they add more tobacco to make bigger ring gauges. But every roller or every master blender, when they're making a blend, will do it in a Corona size.
Is Arsenio Ramos the only person that is an Cuban expert of a tobacco that works for AGANORSA, or we have more of them?
We have a whole bunch of them. We have this gentleman, Jacinto, and Jacinto, he's in charge of the whole operation in Esteli, the factories, the farming. And then we have a gentleman who's 82 years old, been in the tobacco industry for 64 years, Chandito, and he is in charge of all our farms in Jalapa. Because in Nicaragua, you have two main regions of growing tobacco. One is Jalapa, which is on the Honduran border.
Yep.
And then you have Esteli, which is 3 hours south, kind of like in the plateau, in the mountains.
Great. Fabien, thank you so much for this interview.
Much. I look forward to hopefully meeting you in Poland. We smoke cigars and, you know.
Exactly. We're waiting when you come to Poland and when we'll have some tasting together. It's a masterclass about AGANORSA.
Yes, masterclass. Thank you. And I look forward to seeing all you guys out there in Poland. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Fabien.